Hey everybody, welcome back. It's Manix. So UEFN has been out now for I think like 2 weeks. It's kind of crazy. Time's sort of flown by. And we are getting a ton of new maps and a ton of amazing new ways to play the game, and it's all sort of like mind-boggling. But with that comes a huge volume of things to sift through, and so I thought maybe I could help out and just give you like 5 of the maps I have loved playing this last week. Now these maps are all over the place. They're totally different styles of games, but for whatever reason, they all really resonated with me. I had a great time playing all of them. If you find one that you think looks interesting to you, take down the map code, support the creator. Let's get going. Coming in at number 5 is Operation Sandstorm from Mad Moods. This is a wild take on the timeless sort of capture the flag genre that we've played before. But you start off with this sort of basic gray loadout. You can upgrade your weapons over time. You can get some explosives. You can even unlock vehicles to help you get around the map. But it's all set in this absolutely barren-looking Middle Eastern sort of warfare type environment. Your team is meant to defend 2 POIs from having the opposing team detonate a bomb, while simultaneously you need to go after their POIs to detonate the bomb. And did I mention there's zombies running all over the map? One of the things that really makes this map work for me is the attention to detail. There are these beautiful little towns that you can have gunfights in. There's this zombie. I don't know what he was up to. If I had any small issue with this map, it's just how big the map was and how much time you had to spend running. Coming in at number 4 is Cyber Rush from Coolie Sushi. And let me tell you, friends, this is less of a game and more of a whole vibe. From the futuristic aesthetic to this absolutely banging lobby track, which is, yes, what you're listening to now, you're completely transported. It bills itself as a gun game where you're fighting these AI bots, but really it's more of a proof of concept about movement and how to interact with the environment. All in all, the fighting is very secondary in this game. It's really more of an absolute masterclass in the capabilities of UEFN. Moving on to number 3, and speaking of gunplay being secondary, sometimes you want to put the guns down all together, and that brings us to Driftboard Mountain by Code Dev. If you want to chill out, both literally and figuratively, this is the map for you. Set up as an absolutely picturesque snowboard park, your only job here is to catch air and avoid trees. Relax, no guns, just chill. What makes this map work so well for me is its level of immersion. You absolutely feel like you are coasting down mountains on a snowboard, and then you get to this base camp at the bottom that I absolutely loved. You have grandstands full of Jonesies cheering you on. If you just look around, you feel like you're in a mountain ravine. But the piece de resistance for me was the fact that there are zip lines installed to get you back to the top. It would have been so easy to just put a rift to get you back up there, but this to me felt so authentic. Coming in at number 2 is Arrow's Landing Parkour from Let Kyle. Look, it's a good old-fashioned default death run. I am a sucker for those. I'm not entirely sure whether this was built in UEFN or if this is 1.0, but hey, a good map is a good map. This also looks like the kind of thing that would have been released around Valentine's Day, so maybe I'm just months late to the party on this, I don't know. It is absolutely beautiful though. It looks like something out of Alice in Wonderland. And hey, at the end of the day, it's a default death run, so it's super easy. Super easy. Super easy. Okay, we made it. Oh no, we're dead. There's just a lot of super unique environments in this map, and hey, a death run's a death run, so you've got to appreciate a map maker that takes this amount of time and effort. And finally, coming in at number 1 is One Shot Dark Mode by Mr. Smurf 2.0. I lost hours of my life to this map this week. Smurf did an amazing job with this, creating both a zero build environment and a build environment. I am horrible at builds, so there we go. I gave it a shot, showed you what it looked like. Let's get back to zero build. For a game like this, the environment is as much a part of the game as the players are. It's got to be interesting, it's got to be usable, it has to play a role in the fight itself, and Smurf knocked it out of the park on this. But it's not just the buildings and the obstacles and the gunplay, which is all fantastic, but there's this really neat kind of melancholy tone to the entire game. You can hear the rain pattering down in your headphones while you're playing. So this was where I spent my time this week. Some great creative maps. Kudos to all the map creators out there. If you enjoyed this, make sure you like and subscribe.